You have 4 retail fraud charges pending, and you and I have discussed these, and we were close to resolving them until you realize if you pled not guilty, I'd have to let you out of jail. So you pled not guilty, and after 28 days, I let you out of jail. And then shortly after that, you got rearrested, and now you've been in jail for 22 days. These retail frauds, there's 5 of them. So of those 5 of those, the prosecutor has offered that if you plead to 1 retail fraud second degree, they would dismiss all of the other cases. So the plea offer, Ms. Conway, is you plead to 1 count of attempting to resist or obstruct a police officer, which is a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail, a fine of up to $1,000, and 1 retail fraud, which will dismiss 2 other retail fraud second degrees. Are you willing to plead to those 2 misdemeanor offenses?
Not today. That's all I got. Crowbars. You guys arrested Cynthia lady, 2 hours arrested her. I got beat with a crowbar during that ticket case.
All right. Well, then there's another one. There's 2 more.
About 3 of us, right? That's the 3 of us. And you guys arrested somebody on a possible abduction case. That was me. I was one walking around crutches.
Let's try another one. 842.
Can't do it. We're getting beat with the crowbar and all that. And I was in the hospital a few times, and I got crowbar paperwork.
All right. This one was alleged to be March 18th at the Walmart store.
Crowbar.
He's listening to the judge.
In this one, on the video, you went out to general merchandise stores and you stole $264.88 of property. And they identified you from all the other thefts. And I think you went to Oakland County. Are you willing to plead to that one on March 18th?
No.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a courtroom hearing that takes an unexpected turn almost immediately. The judge presents what seems like a favorable plea deal, explaining that multiple charges could disappear with a single guilty plea. But instead of focusing on the offer, the defendant begins talking about unrelated incidents and alleged attacks, leaving everyone in the courtroom struggling to keep the conversation on track. From the very first minutes, it becomes clear this hearing is about far more than simple retail fraud allegations.
All right.
Yeah, he keeps saying I'll get time served, but I mean, I'm not willing to be not let out of jail today and all that stuff. I'm not willing to transfer to nowhere. I got no warrants right now.
Right.
Trying to keep it at that, because if I were to be transferred today, it'd be very unfortunate, because there's a couple of people that are supposed to have warrants for the arrest today, and they still have been arrested. A couple of people have been following me to rooms, breaking into my motel room.
All right.
That's the main reason why I ended up back at my grandma's Bingaman house. This lawyer just said some rude stuff about my Catherine Bingaman, my grandma.
All right.
Stop
For a minute.
That's why I keep asking, hey, PR bond, PR bond.
I let you out on a PR bond, and 5 days later, you got arrested all over again.
Yeah, I had to call my family member, Jason, to Sturgis, or to the sheriff's county. But by the time I ended up going back to Constantine, Carlisle, which I was supposed to be there anyway, had called 911 for no reason.
All right.
And I got smashed to the ground. All I got asked to was to leave and come back, and I couldn't, because I had people break into my rooms, and they're already supposed to be in jail right now.
All right. Just stop for a minute. Mr. Marvin, I told you I was writing a comprehensive letter to community mental health regarding the cases that I see in custody that could greatly benefit from mental health services. Ms. Conway is one of them. Your lawyer's trying to get you out of jail. I don't know where you're going to go. You got caught stealing 5 times in about a month. You were going to enter a plea to one of those charges on a plea agreement until you learned that if you pled not guilty, I'd have to let you out of jail on a 28-day rule. I'd give you a PR bond. So I let you out of jail, and those cases were not resolved. Once again, Mr. Marvin agreed to dismiss all the cases if you pled to 1. They have you on video 5 times stealing stuff from the Walmart store. And then you have this new resisting and obstructing charge. The offer is to take a plea on the retail fraud charges, give you 28 days in jail, credit 28 days, and plea on the misdemeanor resisting and obstructing charge and get 22 days, credit 22 days, and let you out of jail. But I don't care if you stay in jail because A, you're not willing to admit that you keep stealing all this property, and B, I haven't worked out a plan on what to do with you when you get out of jail. You need some serious mental health treatment. And I was composing a letter to Community Mental Health this morning.
All right. Guys, the courtroom discussion becomes even more intense as the judge explains why the defendant is back behind bars after previously receiving a chance to walk free, while the prosecution appears to have strong evidence, including multiple surveillance videos. The defendant continues offering explanations that drift far away from the actual charges. At the same time, the judge begins expressing genuine concern that the situation may involve serious mental health issues rather than just repeated criminal behavior, changing the entire direction of the hearing.
I saw you. I've watched you disintegrate before my eyes when you first came back to Constantine and you had a case down there. I've watched you dissipate, get sicker or worse. I don't know if it's methamphetamine or fentanyl or both or mental illness, but I'm watching you go downhill and it's not very pleasant to watch. So your lawyer, Mr. Truckee, tried to convince Mr. Marvin to let you get out of jail today. I don't have a plan. I guess I just lay out. I was working on a plan because you need one. So here's the deal. He will dismiss the habitual offender felony charge, punishable by up to 15 years in prison, if you plead to one misdemeanor count of resisting and obstructing. He will dismiss 2 other retail frauds that he has the authority to dismiss from Meijer or Walmart if you plead to one. So if you'd like to do that, we can do it now. If you don't wish to do that, we can set these things for further hearing or a trial if we need to.
So, what are you trying to say?
So, boy, I don't know if I can make it any clearer. I'm not sure you're competent.
I'm not sure all the cases behind my head because the Terry Kelly family and the Silent Waters that Scott Bell that have been arrested are behind here on the outside of here. Because what they're trying to do is the release of their bond of they put on me. But really, one of them raped me in June. So, and they're still not arrested, and they're looking for Silent Waters because he cut my bill cord out in September in a motel room out here. Why do you think I'm back in here?
Well, I think you're in here
I
because
think it's a legal attack that you guys are going to try and judge me behind their racist criticism. Because they were the ones who were tasing me outside of fucking motel rooms. I had to call my cousin Jason, my mom's cousin Jason Bingaman.
Judge, I know nobody wants to be the one to raise competency of my client, but I don't think she can assist in her defense in this case at this point, based on what her statements.
I'm trying to tell you, I would rather prefer work on the first case that we're here for, because my other ones are supposed to be tried out until the 10th, right? What's today's date?
yeah, they're set for a final pretrial. Well, we can do that.
10th. Yeah, like today, what could I plead to right now?
Attempting to resist or obstruct a police
So
officer.
can I leave today if we plead to?
No, I'm going to leave you in jail if we resolve all the cases, but I'm not going to make you promises to try to get you to plead. I couldn't have explained it any more clearly.
All right, guys, this is the moment where the hearing takes a dramatic shift. The judge offers one final opportunity to resolve several criminal cases with a reduced sentence, but instead of addressing the deal directly, the defendant launches into confusing claims involving conspiracies, assaults, and unrelated accusations, as her answers become increasingly disconnected. Even her own defense attorney steps in and openly questions whether she is mentally capable of helping with her own defense, completely changing the atmosphere inside the courtroom.
Don't talk about my Catherine Ray Bingaman like that again. And I mean it.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah,
Liz?
when you were just out here, you said my grandma Bingaman's very rude. You don't even know her. How dare you?
Your Honor, I know that one of the ways to raise competency is by motion, and it's preferred, but at any time, I don't have the rule at my fingertips, but at any time during a proceeding, the court or any attorney for that matter can raise the issue.
Do you agree with Mr. Truckee?
Yeah, and he already did, but I don't have a problem with that. I don't want her to feel compelled to do something.
All right.
And I don't like to raise this issue in these
Well,
cases.
I'm tempted to raise it myself. Ms. Conway, we're gonna have you evaluated for competency to see if you're competent to, proceed and assist in your proceedings, whether you're able to
I wouldn't plead
understand.
guilty just to get out of here, but I'm gonna. make sure that
Everybody
everybody's
would.
arrested
Somebody,
that's supposed to be. Most of the
okay.
people you guys have housed in the jail is because me and my big family members put in there. That's why you have people in here, because they are ready for murder charges on the baby that's cut out of my stomach. Or they attempt to murder me and hire gunsmiths to murder me. Or my Bingham family members. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So I'm gonna plead guilty because I'm taking care of it, because I'm on epileptic and medical medications, not psychiatry medications. So please don't talk to me like that. And when they disguise my paperwork at the hospital, it's because I was assaulted sexually or physically, and I don't want my assailants to attack me, which is all the people that should, some of them already should be in here, and all the people have been put in, lodged in here. So I'm taking plea deal right now, and then we're gonna make sure you guys take that plea deal, and I wanna plead guilty to everything, but make sure I hope.
Buckle up, guys, because the final moments of this hearing completely change the outcome. As the attorneys debate the defendant's mental competency, she suddenly agrees to plead guilty to everything, seemingly just to get out of jail. But the judge refuses to accept the plea, explaining that he cannot legally do so if he believes she doesn't fully understand proceedings. Instead, he orders a formal psychiatric competency evaluation, bringing this extraordinary courtroom hearing to a powerful and unforgettable conclusion. If you found this courtroom breakdown informative, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest courtroom cases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.